Recording in progress.
My name is Michael Randolph, and I'm with the Center for Nonprofit and Community Development. You are receiving this presentation because you expressed an interest in our service. So, my experience includes over 30 years of working with nonprofits throughout the United States. But not only nonprofits, also government agencies, faith-based groups, businesses, and individuals. And I've done this in nationally. But let's talk about the reason why I started the Center for Nonprofit and Community Development. There was a study done by the Nielsen Foundation. Now, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. This Nielsen Foundation, they do all kind of research. And here's what they found related to Black nonprofits. I call it a crisis. What they stated was that, and they talked about Black nonprofits relating to grassroots, hyper-local, founder-led organizations with deep connections to the community that they serve. And here's what they found. They found that at least 76% of nonprofits, Black nonprofits, was operating on a budget of less than $500,000 a year. That's not a good thing. Also, they found that nearly 1/3 of nonprofits, Black nonprofits, were operating on a budget of less than $30,000. These groups, the 1/3 of the nonprofits, are largely made up of volunteers. 43% of the organization operate without any paid full-time employees. And 45% have no paid part-time employees. The Black nonprofit also face a unique fundraising challenge. 86% of the nonprofits that were surveyed stated that they were always or often having trouble trying to assess or connect to large, diverse funding sources with large dollars. 72% or 72% say they always are often challenged to identify or cultivate new funders. Moreover, nearly 53% of the organizations indicated they would shut down if one or two key funders stopped funding them. A New York Times article reads as follows. Black people give 25% more of their income to nonprofits than whites do. Also, it was found that the revenue of Black organizations on average is 24% smaller than those of the white-led counterparts. And organizations led by Black women, females, consistently receive less funding than those headed by men or white women, the study found. That's the reason why we exist. We provide technical assistance in terms of effective skill sets to start up and existing nonprofits to enhance, increase, strengthen their capacity to serve their community. And another study that was done, and they asked what were two of the leading reasons why Black nonprofits in particular was failing at the rate that they were. And they found that technology and infrastructure was the two main reasons. We provide training on both of these. So we specialize as an organization in developing social economic strategies that focus on neighborhood planning and economic development initiative in poverty-stricken communities. Our mission is to reduce the impact of systemic, institutional, and structural racism that has led to the destruction of the individual, the family, and the community. And we do this by using a systematic, programmatic, and strategic model that provide community with the tools to rebuild that community. Again, we provide two types of parts to our services. One is nonprofits, providing you with all those skills that you need to survive. And second, for those communities that are looking to move from a marginalized community to a community that's really striving out there. To date, we've worked with over 2,500 nonprofits from around the nation in terms of providing them with all of the different training that we provide. Those training include anywhere from grant writing, business workshops, workshop on how to do government procurement with the government, especially the federal government, and the list of other services that we provide to enhance the qualities of nonprofit. To date, we've also worked with over 330 nonprofits and nonprofit nationally in order for them to get that 501c3 status. Currently, we're in 10 states. This year, we plan to expand to the additional 5 to 6 states. We're in California, Philly, Baltimore, Florida, Georgia, Arkansas, New York, New Jersey, Colorado, and Ohio. In each of these places, we work with getting nonprofits started. So no matter where you are in the United States, and even if you're a nonprofit from abroad, we can provide the service necessary to take you to the next level. Nonprofits, especially if you are a grassroots nonprofit. Each year, the number of grassroots nonprofits, because they fund out of their pockets, are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And it is the grassroots nonprofits that probably have the solution to the problems that we're facing in our community. But because it's so competitive out there, Black nonprofits in particular are not able to reach and tell that story. That's what we do. We provide you with the school tools necessary to increase that infrastructure and to tell your story and to identify the funders that's out there to help you. We know, for example, when we talk about grant development, that there's over 100,000 different foundations and corporations that give money nationally. Unfortunately, if you try to connect to these entities by way of Google, you're only going to provide less than 1%. We have a database access to those funders from around the nation that give money. And you know, in the grant writing game, it's not only important that you have a good proposal, and we work with you on that. It's also important that you have good infrastructure, and we work with you on building that infrastructure. But it's also important that you're able to position yourself to go after not one grant, but many grants. The average nonprofits will probably have to write at least 5 grants just to get one grant. That's another reason why we provide our professional grant writing classes to individuals on how to write a grant. Those classes are 8 to 12 weeks long. As long as in addition to that, these are the different specialized services that we provide, anywhere from grant writing, business proposal, 501c3 preparation, entrepreneurship training, community and economic development. You can contact us in a number of ways. First, our phone number is 813-857-7657 to our Tampa office. To our Baltimore virtual office, you can reach us at 443-478-9486. And for our New York virtual office, you can reach us at 646-801-0007. You can also hit us up on the web at michaelrandolph.us or hit us up on YouTube at YouTube slash small youtube.com/small C/Michael Randolph. If you go there, you're going to see probably about 500 videos that we've done and working with groups from around the nation. The other way you can reach us is by email, the Center for Nonprofit and Community at Gmail, or you can hook up with us on LinkedIn. Now, if you go to LinkedIn, you're going to see that we've been recommended by over 1,000 different organizations. And I challenge you to go to that LinkedIn page on the different skill sets that we have. As you know, LinkedIn provides people to give input in terms of their knowledge of their particular skill set. And if you go there, you're going to see that we have over 1,000 recommendations. We probably have about 18 different skill sets, and each skill set is people waving in to talk about how well you are at that. When you total the numbers for us, it's over 1,000 lay people to professional people and all in between. You also can reach us on Facebook at Center for Nonprofit and Community Development. So you can hit us up on Facebook as well. We are looking for an opportunity to provide you with the skill sets to do what you need to do. Here's what we know. Nonprofits are people that are doing, nonprofits are ordinary people that's doing extraordinary things. But without the proper skill sets in order to reach that vision and mission that you have, then you're going to be paying a lot of money out of your pocket. And at one point, that becomes self-defeating. Also, if you're nonprofits that have 1 or 2 funding sources, and either one of those funding sources could close your operation. You should have at least 6 to 8 different funding sources, streams of income that's coming into your organization. We work with you in building that capacity. We believe that 1/3 of nonprofits that make less than $30,000, that consists of volunteers, non-paid staff, can increase that capacity by taking our different training. And even organizations that are currently operational, we think that you can also assist. We all benefit from those 7. We also do board of director training. So we do a low holistic approach to training. So I hope this will help you to give you a little bit of information about what we do. And I hope that we can definitely engage each other and do some business together. We provide the most affordable prices that's out there when it comes to our services. Thank you.